All right. There was some stuff I was gonna say before this to start it, but I can't remember what it was, so I'll just leave it here. Just want to let you know that I threw some of my notes out because this just wasn't very good. There was a couple things like one of the things was cinematography and just things that I noticed that I really don't care to mention because they're not gonna make you want to watch the show. They're not gonna make me want to watch the show. The score, I liked the score. I thought it was pretty good. I wish the action at the beginning and the rest of the show had been better, and the score didn't really fit it. The scene at the beginning was not very good, it was not very well choreographed or shot, and then the score was just not fitting with the scene at all. Uh, so this is set in 2017, but yet it's a prequel. I don't know if it's set in 2017, and maybe I misheard, but they said something about something that happened in 2015. So I mean, unless I misheard that, or unless I somehow misheard that this was supposed to be a prequel, I'm pretty sure I didn't mishear that because that was the whole reason I had any slight chance of hope. Because it would be like, I don't know, I thought they'd use it to get a good story, which I'll say that at the end. Um, Bad script. Oh, it's very poor and cheesy. The group of cops are the worst. They're the best example of it. There's just some unbelievably bad lines. They use tourist a lot. They it's like anything you like it's lines like, guys, I think you're gonna want to see this. There's a lot of lines that are like that where you hear it all the time and it's when it's a bad writer. Real quickly, I thought that the writer of the movies was coming back for this. I thought, but then I looked and it just said based on Taken. So I guess he's not writing, but he was credited as a creator, and I figured it would say based on the movie instead of created by. But I guess they wanted to say created by for some reason to make people think that he had some kind of involvement. I think he's a producer, so I think that means he'll like be able to see it and sign it off, but I really don't care if he signs it off because it's not like I don't. Okay, Taken 1, it's okay. I've seen it a lot of times. When I first saw it, I liked it. I've seen it since then. I don't really like it anymore, and I kind of understand why some people could like it. Taken 2, saw it once, didn't like it. Taken 3, saw it once, didn't like it. Except Forrest Whitaker was a good addition. So I'm not really a fan of the series, but I this is worse than those. Like, even if you don't like those that much, this is not better. Like, you'll be thinking those are masterpieces after watching this, just like I am. Um, that group's performance is also awful. Oh, yeah. That group's performance is also awful because they all don't give good performances. I couldn't believe what happened at the beginning, and I wish it was used in a better show. They had what I thought could have been the best plot for the show, and they could have used it as a serialized, which we'll get into that in a little bit, in a couple seconds. Um, they throw it out at the end. This is another one of those movie adaptations or sequels or remakes or reboots or whatever. It's one of those movies that are now a TV show that try and do something at the plot, something at the pilot, or something in the first episode, and then they use it as a setup for a procedural. Real quickly, Clive Standen is actually decent, and at least they didn't give him as much bad stuff to say, and the tone is all right. They didn't give him as much of that cheese, but he really wasn't given too much to work with. He would have, honestly, he makes a fine Brian Mills. I don't like it, though, because it's not Liam Neeson, and he really doesn't look very much like him, but he was okay. But my main thing, it's a procedural. This whole episode, this isn't really a spoiler. It kind of is. You really don't care because who's really going to watch this? It actually got a decent viewership last night and was one of the highest viewed. So maybe. I don't think people are going to watch it after that episode, though. I think they just tuned in to check it out. It's set up for a procedural. They have this great plot. They end it by the end of the episode. And the whole thing was to recruit him to this special group to go on missions with them. So this is just going to be another procedural. It's another stupid excuse to get a procedural, and it's not even well made. I'm pissed. This could have easily been just a bad serialized show, and I would have been more okay with that than a bad procedural that is wasted opportunity, because they could have easily made something better than the movies. I'd give this episode a 4 out of 10. I think Taken 3 is my least favorite. I think I gave that a 4.5. So I rated this lower than the Taken 3. This is worse than that. And yet it's a little bit better. It's not trying as hard. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you like the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it? I wish that any of the writers or directors from the trilogy had come back for this. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.